Hi, welcome back to Masala in a Mug. It's a podcast by two friends who are navigating their 30s and talking about anything and everything under the sun. This is Shaha. I am from the Maldives, but I'm currently residing in Australia and I work in marketing.
Hi, my name is Arundhati. I'm based out of India, and Shaha and I have been friends for a long time, and we just decided to give this a try. So we don't know what is going to come out of this, but I'll just introduce myself. I'm based out of India, and I love coffee.
I also love coffee, but I feel like out of the two of us, I'm probably more a tea person. And even though I do have to have at least one cup of coffee in the morning every day to wake up, but I have
That's
actually
good.
been drinking matcha instead of coffee because I think because I'm still sick, so the coffee I think triggers cough. Somebody said that to me. I don't know if that's true or not, but I believed it.
I can't verify that yet because even if it's true, I don't think I'll let that affect my consumption. Although, although it has reduced. I think back to a few years ago, I remember being that person who would need coffee like water, and I would just have it. Mostly also because it was just so easily available where I
Oh.
used to live.
How many cups did you used to have before, like per day?
Minimum four, three.
Wow.
Yeah, but maybe not every single day, but it used to be a thing. Like they would also serve like really good coffee, like cold coffee, simple
Yeah.
blended coffee. But I didn't realize back then how much calorie dense it is. Now that I know, now that I am so aware of like, okay, what am I consuming? How much is it actually good for me?
That's true. My thing is, I cannot have coffee after 7 p.m. because then I can't sleep. So I can have like
Hmm.
an afternoon coffee, but after 7 p.m., I'm like, I have a strict boundary. Even my friends know it. And if it's after 7, they would be like, wow, now we can't go to a cafe with Shaha because she's not going to have coffee.
It's actually good, you know. Like they say that you shouldn't have coffee after 5. And then yesterday, I heard in a movie that you shouldn't drink coffee after lunch. Like you're basically only down to having one cup of coffee in the morning, hardly two, and then that's about it if you follow all of this. But I'm no
Yeah,
expert.
perhaps.
Yeah. Should we do a check in?
Yes. Do you have anything for the check-in? Aru, please tell me you have something.
I do, but I
Okay.
was thinking of a nice segue for it. Oh my god. Instead of abruptly adding something or asking something. But yeah, we should definitely do a check in. I think in our first episode, we talked about like coffee, books, and mental health.
All extremely important things.
Yeah, all extremely important. I know that you have a lot to talk about just children's names in general. What did you think growing up of your own name? As a child, did you like your name?
Yes.
So perhaps you can share yours and then we can dive into that.
Okay, so first of all, my name I feel is unique because in Moldovan naming system is very interesting. One, it's because it's an Islamic country. All of the names have to be written in Arabic, as in it should be a name that should be able to be written in Arabic, and it should have a good meaning. And do you know all names are also approved by the government? Like you have to get government approval in order to get a name for your kid. Yeah, I didn't know this
Really?
was. This is
And
like a very normal thing.
how much in advance that should be done, like by parents?
Uh, the naming should be done within 7 days of birth. Like that's like, again according to like Islamic culture, and usually you just get it approved by the Islamic ministry, and that's very quick. I think now there's an online, like you could do it online. I don't know,
Mhm.
but I'm pretty sure a lot of government services are online now, so I'm assuming that's online as well. So that's what I was talking about with my
Interesting.
friends. I was asking, you know how, because we have very strong name meanings, I wonder if it's the same in other cultures as well. Because I think in Australia, it's not, because someone, one of the ladies I met was just naming her kid a very random name. And I asked what the meaning was. And she said, "Oh, it doesn't have a meaning. I just like picked it because it was pretty." And I was so shocked. What do you mean it doesn't have a meaning?
My God.
I
Yeah.
was really shocked. It's like a culture shock, and I realized maybe, um, but it's not. Yeah, I know in your culture also people find words names with meanings, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
important.
99% of the times, names will have meanings.
Yeah,
Perhaps it means, sometimes it means like it relates to philosophy, like there are certain quotes that are attached to people's names, or sometimes they are just characters from ancient, like
yeah,
myths, like mythological
yeah.
stories. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was talking to my friend, and she said, "Yeah, they definitely will have names that come from maybe the Bible or like from
Hmm.
olden times, right?" So similarly, I would think that. But it's also interesting that people nowadays have three names in my country. They have like their actual name, they have their dad's name, they have their granddad's name. It's getting longer and longer.
That's strange. I feel like when you said that you found that strange, I happen to also think about similar thing, but then maybe not the meanings. Like in India these days, I feel like people are
Oh,
naming their children certain names because I feel like we also have a lot of influence of Bollywood, and I'm not sure whether it's only Bollywood that's doing this, but you'll hear a lot of names that just sound similar, you know. For
oh,
example, names like even if it's a boy's name, it will be Ahan, Vivan, Riyan, things like that. And
yeah.
then like it goes on. And then for girls it will be maybe Shanaya, Vinaya.
Oh, just the ayah at the end.
Yeah, yeah. It
Wow.
can be anything. And I just said Kiraya by mistake right now. It means rent.
Yeah,
What?
that's,
It means rent.
why would you name your child
I
Rent?
feel silly. No, but you actually see these people going about, and you feel like, okay, a certain generation of people are only named this way. So, this is a pretty big joke right now. Then there is a cult of people that is purposefully going against the grain and
Yeah.
naming their children something very vintage, so to
Oh, very
speak.
traditional. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
also noticed that's coming back because people,
yeah,
even back in the Maldives, people are naming their children sort of English ish names. Like there's a lot of Kyles and Lukes around. And
yeah.
now, because there's so many of that, some people are going back to like very, very traditional, like Moldavian names that we would consider like old people names because our
Yeah,
grandmothers
exactly.
were named these things. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. It's like a hit or miss in this case because only a few names actually stand out to you and you actually remember them. You
Yeah,
actually feel like, okay, this is a nice name. Although it sounds like it's invented, but it is actually a nice name.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. I think talking about my name,
What is the meaning of your name?
I think Arundhati means someone who doesn't prohibit anybody or
Oh,
who doesn't get prohibited. Something like this. I think doesn't get prohibited is the actual meaning because oh yeah, and it's also a star.
oh,
I
it,
learned this pretty late also myself.
it's
But
like
yeah,
the
it's
name
also
of
a
a
star.
specific star or just star.
I think any star will be a specific star. I don't know.
No, that's not what I meant. You know how, so like, I mean, the sun is also a star, but
Like
it's like called
important
sun.
stars. Ah,
Okay.
no, like just star. It's not a planet. I don't
A
know how to
specific
answer that.
star, you'll be like, yeah, it's a star in this particular place. That's out of the thing.
Yeah, like there is a connection in the Hindu mythological story
Yeah.
wherein a monk named that star Arundhati. It was also his wife. I don't know. So the meaning, which is someone who doesn't get prohibited, I think that's a big word, prohibition. I feel like I did not really like my name growing up.
Oh.
And I was also close to changing my name. Like I legit requested
Oh.
my father, my mom, and also my grandmom to just, okay, I want to change it legally, although I didn't know what all it entailed. And they were, of course, not going to let me do that. Or who knows? I did not proceed. But then I did not like my name growing up. I also wanted to change it. But then I think the author, Arundhati Roy, I was still a child. Like, I didn't know how great she was, and I had not even read her books. But she just looked like an important person, and like with a very like unconventional look. Women usually have long hair, and then she had short hair. She also had like bold kajal on, and like she had a strong personality. And that really started to make me feel a little bit better because I think as a child you want familiarity and just similarities in things that you see in yourself or around yourself and also with your friends. And nobody else was named Arundhati. They would also mispronounce my name. So that irritated me further because I thought, okay, I'm actually different. And as a child, you don't want to be different. You want to be
You won't blend in,
just like
yeah.
everybody else. Yeah. So again, that's a long answer, but it is my answer.
I was just looking up Arundhati Roy on Wikipedia, and her first name is actually Susanna. That's It says
Wow.
Susanna Arundhati Roy.
Wow. I
I,
didn't know
I
this.
also didn't know that. Do you think this is
Yeah.
a mistake? Did somebody? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah. For my name, um, it's a funny story because
Yeah.
my parents are very specific about naming their
Tell us,
kids,
tell us.
and they have chosen names from like our religious book, the Quran. So my name is also, it's Shahada, but when you write it in Arabic there's a th sound at the end, so when it's written down it's like Shahadat with a th at the
Ooh.
end. But that's
Okay.
because it's I think woman's names usually have th at the end in Arabic, but I'm actually not sure
Okay.
about this. But its meaning is declaration, because there are like five things you have to do in order to be a Muslim, and the one main thing is you have to declare yourself to be Muslim, and that declaration is called Shahada. So if you want to
Oh.
be a Muslim, yeah, you have to say certain words, and that those words, the name for those words is Shahada. So
Oh,
that's
oh.
like the
Okay.
first pillar of Islam. So I was super, I think growing up, I was always really proud of the fact that that was my name. And the funny story is because in Arabic, a declaration also can be meant as a certificate. So when my youngest sister, she went to an Islamic school. So instead of doing her GCO levels, she did the Islamic version of that, and her certificate was called Shahada Sanawiya, which basically means secondary
Uh,
certificate. So she went,
oh.
so funny, and she would always be, whenever her friends also come, they'll be like so surprised to find that my name is Shahada. They're like, your name means certificate, and I'm like, yeah, that's what it means. So I always tell people my name means certificate. But most people don't actually call me Shahada. I feel like a lot of people don't even know that's my real name because I just go by Shaha and everybody just assumes because Shaha itself is also a name. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people I think named Shaha. So and in I don't think Aussies can say Shaha because every time I'm here I have to explain to people it's Shaha, but then they always say Shaha and they'll be like, "Oh,
Mhm.
Shaha's here," and I'm like, after a while, I've just grown like tired of explaining to that it's Shaha, and so I'm just like, it doesn't matter. I can be Shah.
So it should be Shaha,
Yeah.
not
So there's an
Shaha.
abrupt, yeah, Shah and then Ha. But
Yeah.
people here they just always say Shaha because I think that's
Yeah.
how their names are. It's
Imagine,
funny.
imagine what my name turns
It
into,
might be
especially in my global
Aru.
team.
Aru. Is it Aru? Do people say Aru?
No,
What do you
no,
say?
they won't. Some of them only say Aru, but then a lot of them, like not just where I work, but even in certain projects that I do, if there is anybody from the global audience involved, they are they are bound to mispronounce my name,
Uh,
and the first part is still easier comparatively,
yeah.
but everything breaks down at the
The
DH.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've also noticed because today a girl called Dami came and introduced herself, and my boss she couldn't say Dami, she just said Dami, and then she was trying to
Yeah.
explain Dami with a the, and literally could not say it, but she was very very sad about it. She was trying to say it, but she just couldn't, and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think they don't have that
sound.
in
It's
their
not as
vocabulary. Yeah,
common.
it's not the
Yeah,
sound. Correct.
it's funny. That's so funny.
We are already in July. I can't believe we are going so
Yeah,
fast into this year.
that's true. Have you
We have already.
did you have resolutions at the start of the year?
Uh, no, like nothing concrete, but then I think I just wanted, like in my head, I just wanted to be a little bit more at peace with
Yes.
life in general. But then I don't think how it's going. Like I don't have a status update.
Uh,
Yeah, there were things that I wanted to continue doing. Some of them I am doing, but I think some of the challenges from the last year they still remain.
that's
So
true.
yeah, so it's hard to comment. But so far it's going okay, but also fast.
It's going so fast.
Yeah, and
I
it
am just
should also
realizing.
not be too slow, so slow that you also get bored in the day to day of it.
Yeah.
What
That's
about
just.
you? Had you made any resolutions?
I did make some resolutions at the beginning of the year. I'm trying to see if I can find them because I'm pretty sure I wrote them down in like my Notion, but I
Yeah.
don't know where I've written down. But I think one of the things I wanted to do was just to enjoy my last year here because
Oh,
just go out
yes.
more and explore more of the city. I've been doing that as much as I can,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure I had resolutions for my friends as well. But and then one of the resolutions was to like do this podcast, right?
Oh, yeah.
I wrote the resolutions a bit later, not in January, in February, because that's our new year. So I have a thing that I don't do resolutions in January. My friend started this. His birthday is in June, so he always says that he does resolutions on June to June. So I've
Yeah.
started doing the same. So because ours is in February, we can just get rid of the January part, start February.
Listen, I have double pressure when it comes to this
Oh
because
no,
I'm a January kid.
that's true.
Although we're the same sign,
That's
but
true.
I actually
In
fall
my mind,
in
I keep thinking that because we're
January.
the same sign, I keep thinking you're early
Yeah.
February, but you're January. That's true.
No, it's January. So imagine.
Oh,
And it's also not at the in the beginning of the year.
it's just
It's
like
at the sorry,
almost
in
end
the
of
beginning
January.
of the month. It's at the end of the month. So all that New Year fever has gone down, and then again there is a birthday. So
That's true.
How am I supposed to feel? Like the
Oh,
celebrations are over, but
it's gonna
again,
be
I'm
hard.
supposed to
Yeah,
celebrate. How do you feel about celebrating your birthday? Have you always been somebody who
I love
loves
birthdays.
hyping up yourself and making
Yes.
the best of the day?
I used to do two birthdays. I still do two birthdays because there's an Islamic calendar. So I do my Islamic birthday and then I do my like Gregorian calendar birthday. So my parents
When is
have
your Islamic birthday?
um it the calendar rotates, so it's on different days. This year it was probably the closest I had come. This year my birthday was Islamic birthday was also in February, but I'm all like 1 year older than my normal birthday in the Islamic
What?
calendar because Islamic calendar is shorter. That's why you age faster.
Oh
this
my God.
is so funny to explain.
Like having two different dates is one thing. Having two different birth years, oh
Yeah,
my God.
and this changes every year. So sometimes
Must
like
be so confusing, Shah, though.
not really. I think they're just used to it because we do
Okay.
like check every. But I don't think most people actually celebrate their both birthdays. I don't think even majority of my friends know like what their Islamic birthday is because we're so
Mm-hmm.
used to just celebrating the February,
The
January, and
normal
yeah,
birthday. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
make
think
a
I've
very
spent.
big deal, not just of my birthday, but of my birth month. Like
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Now that's a thing, right?
yeah.
And I actually like that concept because then you can distribute what all you want to do or everything nice over a month
Yes.
as opposed to only over a day, and you can only do so much in a
Yeah,
day.
that's true.
Yeah.
So we do like birthday week, birthday month, all of it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Wow. This is, I feel like, I'm not fully against the grain over here in this regard because uh, I do like that it's my birthday month, or at least my birthday is nearing.
Yeah,
But on the day itself, I don't remember feeling very excited in the last couple of years. So I'm also not somebody who doesn't like birthdays at all. Like I will not make that statement. But I'm also
it's sort of like a bittersweet
not a
feeling.
full on person also
Yeah.
about it. And I don't know if this is just for the time being or have I just become that person now. So I'm somewhere on the spectrum, but not necessarily at either ends.
Hmm.
Come to think
Yeah.
of it, I think I'm like this for like regarding anything in life, and sometimes it just becomes a little exhausting to always be in the middle.
Yeah.
Jokes aside.
It's true. I think I'm just like ridiculously stubborn when it comes to my birthday. My when I was very young, like maybe 8 or 9, I was living with my cousins, and one of them was pregnant and was about to give birth on February, and I was up every night praying to God that this child is not born on my birthday because I was like, that's my day, God, please do not let this child be born on my birthday. He was born 1 day before my birthday. Can you imagine? He
Thank
was born
God.
on February 17th. Yeah, I would have gone insane if so you can imagine what kind of a person I am by that statement. Like,
That you have, yeah. Oh, my cousins got married on my birthday this year. And I was like, why are you guys getting married on that day?
yeah,
I can understand how you're feeling.
there we go.
But again, I think even for them, there wasn't a better date. And I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, no
weddings are
comments.
fine. I feel like weddings are okay. Like, if it was a close friend of mine, I would be like side eye and I would be like, why?
No, Shah. See, weddings are okay. Yes, I agree. And I love that cousin also. But imagine that day they had a wedding. Now they will celebrate anniversaries every year on that day.
Every year, that's true. That's
Imagine.
true.
So the anniversary and the birthday will now be shared. And there are two more cousins who also got married in that month. And I'm like, no, not on that particular date, but we are still sharing a month. So
Yeah.
January doesn't feel like
Your
my
month.
month alone
Yeah, that's true.
anymore.
I think
But I think we just unripped a band-aid over there
that's sad. But
because
that's just growing up. You have to like be okay with sharing your birthday.
not the birthday.
No, not the birthday. Birthday month, sure. I'm open,
Yeah,
maybe, but
that's
not the
because
day.
that's too much. Like not letting anybody share the birthday month.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 12 months. How we can't really gatekeep a
I
month.
know.
Funny. Oh, I had written talk about writing, but now I can't. I don't remember what the context of this was.
Writing in general. Do you write, by the way, on the blog that you had?
That's what it was. Yeah. Not too often. I don't remember the last time I updated my blog actually.
For whoever is listening, this is kind of like a backstory.
Yes.
Shah and I actually met on the blog where she used to write, and I mean, it was a platform. I also had a blog of my own, but I don't know. I think somewhere I just stumbled upon your blog and got really curious about your life and just you in
That's how
general
we met,
because,
isn't it?
yeah, that's
We
how we
haven't
met.
actually really met. We haven't
Yeah,
even met in person.
I know. And we've been friends for,
11?
yeah,
How
yeah,
many?
definitely 10 years.
Definitely 10
But
years.
I feel like we're just touching 13 years now. Because I remember I used to write in 2011,
2011, yeah.
2011, 2012.
Yeah, that's
I think
that's
11 is when we met. So we have crossed 14 years. Are you crazy?
that's
And is
crazy.
this our way of casually revealing or even counting?
It's been that long because I remember we were both teenagers when we first started emailing
Yeah.
back and forth, and now we're like in our 30s. So yeah, obviously,
I'll tell you my backstory, okay?
yeah.
So, like I was saying, I just stumbled upon your blog. I think uh, I don't know how came to reading like any blogs on blogspot.com because I remember deciding to write, like create my own blog for sure, but then I must have read somewhere like somebody else's blog already.
Oh
And I also fail to recall other names at the moment, but I think while browsing like multiple blogs, I also came to yours. And I think I read one article, then another post, then I read your about section, and you had like such a well curated blog site.
wow.
Oh my god. And I really admired it. I am not just saying it for the session today, but I really remember just looking at it and liking what you had created, how you were expressing yourself, and I found myself like finding so many similarities between how you were, what you liked, what you disliked, and how I was. And you know
Yeah,
that age where we are just discovering ourselves and we are forming our opinions also
yeah,
and certain like personality types. And I felt like, okay, I really relate to this girl. And internet, I love the internet.
yes,
Like since the time it was introduced to me. Although back then we had like limited places also to go to
yeah. But I felt
the
like the
internet.
places were still more meaningful just because they were
Of
limited.
course. Yeah, yeah.
I it's like it felt so every day I would come back from school and I would like go onto my blog and I had other friends from school who were also blogging, and then we would literally go on a blog hop. We would go to each other's blogs, and people will
Wow.
update so often, and it was so fun just to like read through, and such a good time. And
I
nobody
know.
was available all the time, so it felt kind of special to like get little
Yeah,
snippets of their life.
correct. Yeah. I actually don't have that memory with my school friends because I don't think anybody knew what blogging was back then. I know, like, my friends or my classmates, they weren't into that. In fact, uh, I remember like sharing bits and pieces about the friends I made on the internet with my real friends, like in person, and they would always feel weird about it because it was like this odd place that was almost unreal. Like, why would you be friends with somebody who is like so far, who you will never probably meet? So anyway, we will go there some other time. But yes, I remember really admiring what you had written. And then I wrote to you, or I obviously followed you. And then I actually took inspiration from your blog also when
Oh,
it comes to the layout of my own blog.
oh yeah, that used to be a thing too. I remember like I would also change my layout. We would all just change our layouts. Once we got bored of it, we would be like, it's time for a new layout.
And
Ah,
this
teenage
works like
shenanigans.
as
Yeah.
yeah, like even sometimes changing the wallpaper on your phone, that also works. It's like a mood shift when that happens. So
Ah,
yes.
so nostalgic. I love
Yeah. And we had this whole email thread
it.
that we tried very hard to maintain
Yeah, for years.
uh,
We actually did
for
maintain, I
years.
think, for first few years, right?
Correct. Yeah, yeah,
Until
we
I
did.
think Instagram.
Yes. And I think I had also moved out, so I did not have that regular access to internet
Yeah,
anymore. So obviously had the phone, but even phone's internet usage was different
yeah.
from a computer's internet usage.
And it was much more expensive to be online back then, also.
Yes, yeah. So that also changed. Like in India, internet just became a lot more affordable. Do you remember we were friends on Facebook?
We were
We were
friends on
friends
Facebook.
on
Yeah,
Instagram as well.
Instagram as well.
And then I think I had your number also.
Yeah, I think once we had a phone call as well, like a proper phone call.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I remember that I think once I just texted you,
yeah,
and that must have
true.
cost me a little more than usual. But then I remember thinking then how easy it actually was just to be
Yeah,
connected.
yeah. That's what you said. You were
And
like, you were just said. I think I remember you saying that you thought it must be so easy just to like give you a call. How did we never think of this before when we could have just
yeah,
done this
yeah,
earlier?
yeah.
And I was
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
that's
Yes,
that's
that's what I
true.
felt. And I remember just thinking that, and also I think there is this virtual wall in between, although we were friends.
True.
I just know that you're in a different part of the world. I am in a different part of the world for you. Although I think just having you being a little familiar with this India and the culture did help,
Yeah,
but it was still different
yeah.
for both of us. So I also fantasized just coming to Maldives and then meeting you,
Hopefully
which never
one
happened.
day. Oh, I blame COVID because I 100% was going to come to your wedding, but then COVID happened. We
Yes,
were so
I
excited.
know.
I remember I was asking my friends, and we had made a group. A bunch of us were gonna come to Maharashtra, and we were planning
Yeah.
to come to your town. And I was searching places to go, and there were like these caves, and we were planning to go to the caves and everything. And then COVID happened. I was so upset. I was so upset. I think I was very upset that I didn't get to have a wedding also, but I think I was probably more upset that I couldn't go to your wedding.
Yeah, so I think recalling that I right now just feels a bit strange. I wish, but then I wish all of that happened, but then and I think I was also close to just coming to Maldives, but by then you had already moved to Australia about 2 years ago.
But when we move back, hopefully we will be able to make this trip happen. Either I
I
come
know,
to
and
India
I'll
or
wait
you
for
come to
that.
Maldives. Or we could do both. It'll be
Oh
so
no, we
exciting.
should, we should. I feel like just that recalling that now just felt very special. Took me back to how things were and how simpler things were
Yeah.
back then. And I really miss that.
I should update my blog. I just checked the last time that I updated my blog, and it was in 2023. I have been
Oh,
meaning to update it, but I just feel like there's just too much going on. Instagram has really ruined it. I feel like we're now
it has
on
fully.
Instagram more often.
Oh my God. It has ruined the writing part, the finding inspiration part,
Yeah.
taking pictures for the
Everything
most part.
feels so artificial. Like,
Yeah,
even if you're trying to be genuine, it just doesn't come off as genuine
it
somehow.
doesn't. Yeah.
We will talk more about
I,
Instagram maybe
yes.
another time.
Yes.
This
And
has
I
been,
actually just want to share that I am genuinely waiting for another platform. I like being social, like social media. I like social media, but then maybe an authentic platform should come up
do you
and
think
people should think of something.
it's much harder to create that now because we just have too much and everything at some point tends to just become curated? Because I remember there was another platform like Be Real, right, which is supposed to be like,
Yes.
but then even people started, I think, faking stuff on it as well.
Yeah.
So,
I only used it for a very short while, maybe hardly a week or
oh,
so.
I had never
Not
even used it.
not many of my friends were there either.
Oh,
So I don't think I got a huge experience out of it. But yes, Instagram ruined it.
that should be the name of this episode. Instagram
I know.
has ruined everything, or has
Let's do it.
Instagram ruined everything?
I have the answer. It has.
The answer is yes. That's the correct answer. And if you have a different answer, you're wrong. Thanks for joining us on this episode. We hope you had a good time and a nostalgic time reminiscing about good old times with us.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next episode where we'll have something else to talk about. And we would also love to hear what you think. How have your stories been with your friends? And what does it feel like now that you're in your 30s, 20s, or even 40s for that matter?
Send us a mail at joinmasala@gmail.com. And because we are still good email pals, we will definitely be replying back to you.